Welcome to another All 22 Tuesday, a collaboration between FirstDown PlayBook and USA Football. I'm Keith Grabowski, Director of Football Operations at USA Football and host of the Coaching Coordinator podcast. We do a follow-up to this every Wednesday. Tomorrow will be our last one of 2019. We call that Trends Day, where we track on all the trends that we're seeing throughout the season. And as always, the guest hosts on this are Charlie Coiner, who is the CEO and founder of FirstDown PlayBook, former NFL coach. Charlie, great to be talking ball with you.
Hey, Keith, great to be here. A lot of good football this past championship weekend and also in the NFL. A lot of good ball this past weekend.
Absolutely. And then Zach Dunn, who is our content coordinator and an analyst at USA Football and responsible for putting a lot of this together. Zach, great to have you here again.
Yeah, Keith, can't wait.
Okay, this next play comes from the Big Ten Championship. And we have Wisconsin here again with a little bit of misdirection, a little bit of false key. I think the debate, and you have it right there in the title there, did they read it? My answer would be, I think there was a read in here, but they were probably playing on off of the idea that most likely, guys, we're going to pull this ball. And you see the safeties rocking. I think out on the edge here, you got guys playing responsibility of not, giving up the contain there and having to set the edge and doing their jobs, which helps the play. Because, initially 5 is in a position to just fall into and make a play on the quarterback right here. But you're going to see that he tries to he's like off balance, tries to recover quickly to make sure he maintains his outside leverage, and that opens up the lane for the quarterback here, who is, by no means the greatest athlete on the field. But in this case here, a little bit of that jet misdirection along with, the design of this play where 60 is, you're going to see 60 really drawing the linebackers and even defensive line back over the top here to stop what looks like an off-tackle play.
Yeah, and we talked about this before we went on the air here that, we've seen San Francisco do a version of splitting. You split everybody to the left with your blocking scheme and to your right, and all of a sudden you hit it right up the middle. The difference in this one to me was, you're actually pulling that right tackle around, and you've got a hat on a hat for the run. I think something to keep in mind here when we do get to the video is that the play before they ran this for what you're going to see is a walk-in touchdown by the quarterback. They ran the jet sweep. They handed this off to the jet sweep, got about, I want to say 7 or 8 yards on it. So they had everybody primed for this. But once again, as I went and started drawing, this will be the second play this week that we've looked at with Wisconsin, where somebody right at the point of attack, it's not blocked, or somebody might not be the point of attack, but somebody right in the heart of the offensive line is not blocked. So the more you looked at it, and you coaches can look at it yourself here, I think Keith is right. I think this is a well-designed play where the quarterback is reading 54. So you got a whole lot of things right there telling everybody this play is going to let that puller is it does a lot for this play right here. I mean, you pull around, and really all you're doing is you're essentially just splitting the defense. The tight ends one side, everybody else to the other, the tight ends and the jet sweep. Now, the play before, like I said, those safeties had rocked and rolled exactly like they did there. All right, 4 came down, actually was part of the jet, tackling the jet, and the other safety in the slot up top rolled to the middle of the field. So they had a pretty good idea what they're getting here.
Yeah, I think if you look at the front side of the play too, I think that has a big effect on this as well. You have what looks like, between the center and the guard, looks like something that you see on like a one-back power, with the fold right here. But if you look at the front side of the play, that's screaming outside zone. And watch the linebacker there, right? He's working to get to that fit and close down that lane up top on what looks like is going to be outside zone to him.
Yeah. Let's look at the end zone, Zach. I think, and notice both tight ends, man, they take a step down inside, which when I was coaching the NFL, we used to call it a security step in case you got something bizarre where you could cut it off. I don't know if that's what they were teaching or not, but both tight ends take a jab step inside before they release outside. I don't know if that's just to get a hand. And I don't know if they didn't look like they looked for much there. I think that might just be a bluff. But
do you think that is to influence that end at all?
Could be. I think that end, which I would call him a 7 technique, and we don't have a great angle here. I think that end is reading the tackle all the way.
Yep.
Which is what most 7 techniques will do. They won't read the tight end; they'll read that tackle. But I don't know. I mean, this right here. When Keith, you sent this over to me, I was like, wow. I mean, this is Ohio State's defense. This is one of the best defenses out there, and quarterback, he walks him.
Well, and that's the advantage of playing against a defense that is disciplined and fitting the play like they're seeing it right here. I mean, if this is outside zone, that thing stopped. Right? I mean, those guys are where they're supposed to be here, but that works against them in this case. And, you have a bit of some of these false keys with the tight ends out on the right, a guard puller right here. And then, of course, the misdirection, what looks like is going to be a jet coming across, and then the fake to the back right there. That stuff works well against the disciplined defense. It's the ones who don't know what they're seeing and play it slow and end up making a play just because they didn't read it the right way or like you wanted them to.
Right. And you can look at this read here, and I don't know, like I said, that linebacker on the hash, if that end's going to come down hard inside, that linebacker on the hash is going to have to stay outside. I mean, now you can talk about rocking and rolling the safeties, and four should see that the jet doesn't have it and he should fill inside. But at the same time, I mean, everything's fair these days. There's nothing that says they couldn't do all this right here and then end up throwing the ball to 16 too. If this is some type of man coverage or that the safeties is rocked and rolled with. So a lot of, I've been saying this all season, hard to play defense these days because there's not a lot of rules that aren't being broken. Let's put it that way.
All these plays you see here, you can find these and more over at FirstDown Playbook. Charlie, tell our viewers here where they can find all this.
Absolutely, Keith. Where they want to go is firstdownplaybook.com. And when they get there, they're going to see a button on that website that says trial for free. If you're a high school, college, or NFL coach right now, you can get you and your whole staff on for a 1-week free trial by just going into that button, tapping on it. And we've got a little demo, and we'll contact you about how to get 1 week free. We've got a lot of coaches doing that right now. And you want to get involved with this early because you can be on that type of plan all the way up to August 1st and not have to pay very much at all. So getting to be that time of year where, you guys need to start working on 2020, and just contact us at firstdownplaybook.com.